Dear Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei, I'm writing this letter to express my sincere appreciation for your agreement to temporary ceasefire with President Trump on April 8, 2026. It has brought a period of peace globally, including the easing of panic buying petrol in Australia. Nevertheless, a pessimistic mood still overshadows the globe as we await a long-term peace deal to stabilize the world economy. The conflict between the US and Iran is not the first serious confrontation Iran has faced since Ruhollah Khomeini led the 1979 Iranian Revolution, which overthrew the Shah. This included the war with Iraq, proxy conflicts, and UN sanctions, which have hindered Iran's modernization and destabilized the nation. Ayatollah Khamenei's rise and leadership in Iran, guiding the nation to reconnect with his Islamic spiritual heritage, were all historically predetermined outcomes of the Cold War. However, the collapse of the USSR significantly altered global dynamics, which led to China and Russia abandoning communism, adopting Western economic models, and engage with the West, thus driving globalization, with China notably leveraging this trend to become the economic powerhouse today, all while preserving its cultural identity. Dear Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei, while your father's passing is a profound tragedy, it also presents an opportunity for Iran to implement economic reforms and advance its science and technology through global engagement, ushering in new era of Islamic governance. Uranium enrichment is a critical step in the development of nuclear weapons. Japan, to prevent its nuclear weapon development, chooses to import uranium rods for its 15 nuclear power plants. In stark contrast, China constructed its first uranium enrichment facility in 1954, detonated its first nuclear bomb in 1964, and its inaugural nuclear power plant began operations in 1991. I recall a visit from an Iran nuclear delegation to a Chinese nuclear research institute where I was employed. My colleagues and I found Iran's pursuit of nuclear power puzzling, especially given its status as an energy powerhouse with the world's second largest natural gas reserves and third largest oil reserves. This situation, in turn, fuels international apprehension regarding the true nature of Iran's nuclear program, even as global efforts strive to eradicate nuclear weapons. While UN sanctions were intended to resolve the dispute, over Iran's nuclear program. They have instead resulted in a persistent stalemate, further undermining peace in the Middle East. This situation contrasts sharply with Prophet Muhammad's advocacy for peace. His efforts culminated in the Treaty of Hudaybiyah during intense conflict with the Quraysh, not only prevented bloodshed but also facilitated the spread of Islam across the Arabian Peninsula. In a similar vein, Ayatollah Khomeini condemned weapons of mass destruction, prohibiting the production of nuclear, chemical, or biological weapons. Your father, Ayatollah Khamenei, reinforced this stance by issuing a fatwa against the development of nuclear weapons. Despite this pronouncement, Iran's nuclear program remains a concern, even as the world increasingly pushing for nuclear energy for peaceful purposes. President Trump views resolving this deadlock is crucial for world peace and considers military action a last resort, particularly given the international community's inability to halt Iran's uranium enrichment. While nuclear bombs were instrumental in ending World War II, a recurrence of using nuclear weapons is highly improbable. No government would undertake the cataclysmic act of annihilating humanity. Moreover, the strategic value of nuclear weapons has diminished due to advanced AI defense systems capable of intercepting and redirecting nuclear missiles, effectively rendering them self-destructive for the aggressor, turning into a liability. The conflict between the US and Iran also highlights the need for defense to invest in new weapons and equipment rather than nuclear weapons. Therefore, Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei, this conflict presents a pivotal opportunity for Iran by permanently ceasing uranium enrichment. You will withhold your father, Ayatollah Khamenei's fatwa. Moreover, with the lifting of UN sanctions, Iran could achieve substantial progress in science, technology, and economic development, fueled by the export of its rich natural resources like gas and oil, particularly if the world acknowledges the impracticality of the net zero target due to existing technological constraints. Natural gas is experiencing a resurgence in interest for electricity generation owing to its adaptability, its cleaner environment impact compared to coal, and its capacity to deliver consistent baseload power. Iran can strategically positioned to be a key player in this energy transition, while simultaneously progressing its own gas energy technology. This will bring a significant impact to Iran's economy. GDP ranking from current 55, the near bottom in Persian Gulf region, to the top. Dear Spring Leader Mojtaba Khamenei, fate has placed both you and President Trump at this pivotal historical moment. You both possess the power and the opportunity to transform the current situation to forge a lasting legacy for world peace. By embracing forward-thinking leadership and guiding Iran into the AI era, you can be remembered not only as a leader who cares for your people's lives and world peace, but also as one who preserves and amplifies Iran's rich Persian culture. The world is longing for you and President Trump to work together, finding a last peace deal for the region and the world. Sincerely, Helen Huang.